selectmen to put them on our board.
So kind of building off of that, is there a recommended time frame for which you might be able to say, okay, it's June, let's revisit this, we either met this or this doesn't apply anymore kind of thing? Or are we saying this is what we decided for 2020?
So I would say it's in a way it's every day at Audible. So I would say every day as we huddle and we're looking at how we're doing on our daily actions and we're seeing how it impacts our overall KPIs, we can make course adjustments. So I can say, we thought that doing this would impact this, but it's not. Because we're 100% here, but it's not changing this. So we can, as a team, as a department, right, with our leader, decide that we're gonna try something else here. Right? Or even at some point, I think you could probably, again, through going back through a catch ball, right? You could say, we thought we could impact this KPI. We've been working on it and it's not, so let's try a different KPI. Yeah. It's ongoing, it's every day. So I think Scott mentioned this during catch ball. Don't think because we've had catch ball and we've agreed on this, that this is gonna stay the same for an entire year.
Could that happen at the system level? And then if that does happen at the system level, could something change at the system level, I guess, because we've all aligned to that system level, and then how would we know?
So our KPIs wouldn't change.
Right.
I'm talking about a department saying, instead of working on this, we're gonna shift gears because we just can't, we can't change that. We're gonna work on something else.
And maybe it's because priorities change for your leader. So maybe your leader says, look guys, I know we're kind of working on this, great job. We need to shift gears a little bit because of, something with regard to your director's priorities, and now, hey, here's what we need to be focused on. You guys talk to me about what you think you can do in order to help drive this different metric or KPI. So again, then it becomes a conversation, and maybe you all push back and say, but we're just about to make some really good headway on this, and then that leader says, oh, fair point, okay, go ahead, let's see what we can do to continue getting some traction there, and then we can talk about shifting in the next month or two. So again, it becomes a conversation.
And we're not really talking about shifting either what the goal metric is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess at a department level, I could see a circumstance where you could justify that. Oh, we thought this was our net operating income, but it actually wasn't, so we need to change what our goal was. But I think at a system and region level, they're not changing what the goals are or the KPIs are. It's really just how we can impact them that can change. Any other questions? Great as always.
I had another question around we just wrapped up 2019. I know probably financially we haven't really wrapped it up yet, but how did we do in 2019 for the system goals? I think that visibility is hard to see. We know we had these out there, but I have no idea. Did we meet them? Did we meet them at a regional level, at a system level? I don't know.
So that's on the KPI dashboard.
Okay.
So the document on SharePoint that we discussed earlier, that we'll find a way to get you into, it has all of that. And it's very transparent, right? Just like performance visibility. It says month by month, here's where we tracked as a system towards this goal.
Okay.
So
And
all that is available.
Each of the system goals has a minimum level, an expected level, and an exceptional level, and so it will tell you whether we met minimum, whether we met the expected goal, or whether we met exceptional or exceeded exceptional. So, and it's almost completed for 2019. We're getting in kind of the last numbers here. Yes, this week it'll be completed. So,
and I think that's great that it's all out there and transparent. Getting it out to the people is the important part that I think sometimes is missed a lot.
Yep.
I agree.
And I will note, I saw it out here. Matt showed it to us yesterday, so it's present in the WRO in
the other side.
Whatever direction. Sorry,
that's okay.
This is a maze.
Yes.
It's present here. There's a large performance board if anyone can come and check it out. So,
but making an awareness of
yes,
that
yes.
And what might help, just a suggestion, and Matt, I don't mean to throw this out there, but what's helped me a lot is actually participating in the Go See or Gemba Walk, whatever you want to call it. It starts at the ministry board at St. Mary's Mass, and I'm sure it's similar at St. Clair and Janesville. and actually participating in that, activity, and that may be something we could put in our performance goals for the year. 'Cause you guys need help, and it's really good, exposure for our team, so that we can actually see the boards, in action.
Yeah, and we've gotten a lot out of huddling as a team. It really helps drive the connection between what we're doing on a daily basis and the, you know, the regional and system goals, and how what we do may or may not fit. And, you know, to the points previously made, it empowers us to adjust. So,
Yeah, and I think, you know, when you can really see a real tangible work process change identified as one of the goals in the department, you know, it all kind of connects. It did for me.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah, I would add
helpful.
for any of you, and I don't mean to create work for my Wisconsin friends, but if you haven't seen a live performance board, schedule to see one. Get out to a department that has one, try to observe a huddle, see one in action, because I think to your point, when you see it and you see a team interact with it, you really can learn a lot. So again, we have kind of an illustration of what we have over there. So as we talked about at length, when we are looking at goals, right, we know that to achieve goals, we have to be very clear about what we are trying to accomplish. We call it being smart, right? It's an acronym. A SMART goal is one that is specific, right? So it's very clear what it is I would like to achieve. Measurable, meaning that I have attached numbers to it, data to it, right? Some way that I can track my progress. Actionable, meaning that I myself can do something about it, right? Because it doesn't serve me or my department, right, much good to be tracking the actions of others, right? Because I can't change that. Realistic, meaning that I can achieve what I've said I'm going to achieve in the amount of time that I've said I'm going to do it. And timed, committed to deadlines. Right? All the way back to our Kahoot! Quiz, right? We are committing ourselves to deadlines. So SMART goal, specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timed. When we put our goals, right, in the form of a SMART goal, when we look for each 5 of the components, right, and we have them up on our board, right, then it's clear to everyone all of the items that are necessary, what we are trying to do, by when, how it's going to be measured. We're going to practice our SMART goals. I have one here. I intend to lose some weight. I have kids, I can't work out as much. My goal is to reduce my weight from 180 pounds to 150 pounds by January 22nd. And you can tell by the fact that it's a journal entry what day it is today. Okay? So, let's talk for a moment. Is this goal specific? What makes it specific?
The numbers.
The numbers. Yeah. What makes it measurable? Yeah. Yeah. Again, the numbers. I have where I am today. I have where I want to be. I can measure that. What makes it actionable? Do I have control over it? Certainly. I have control over how much I weigh to an extent. Is it realistic?
Well, not since it's 2020.
30 pounds is a lot, but it could be realistic.
That's
Right? I'm really going to try. I'm going to run my marathon Memorial Day. And is it timed?
Yes.
Absolutely. It's timed. By this date, starting on this date. This is a SMART goal. Right? This is a great starting point to have success. And I've done a big chunk of my work right there. Right? I'm already at I can visualize 150 crowns, right? Because I am smart about my goal from the very beginning. So we're gonna practice this. So I'm gonna ask that whatever group here, where are they? Employee engagement, patient satisfaction, and decreased workplace violence. Whichever of those 3 posters you started at, you did first. Does everyone remember that? Okay. Go to the poster, right? Meet up with that team, go to the poster. Now that we know about SMART goals, is decreased workplace violence a SMART goal? No, of course not. Is employee engagement a SMART goal? No. Of course not. Is patient satisfaction a SMART goal? Of course not. Okay, so as a team, I would like us to take that phrase, that topic, and make it a SMART goal. Okay, so you can make up the time, you can make up the measurable, right? But include all 5 components and write a little S, a little M, a little A, a little R, a little T under the component, under the part of the goal that makes it that. Does that make sense? So put a little S under the part of the goal that makes it specific.
Can we put the cheat sheet back
Under the part
up?
of the goal that makes it measurable. Okay? And we're going to do, everyone gets 5 minutes.
Can we put the cheat sheet back up?
What? What? Oh, well, she asked for this.
Okay.
You turn something. Yeah. I guess not.
Okay.
Yes.
We're saying
Is it should come again.
is it should come again, so you know, that's what we're saying.
In there, right there.
So I was thinking more like, yeah,
Okay, what would you like to do?
the action will be
Specific. That's what size goal.
That's like.
Size everyone?
46.
46.
You
want that all
Oh, I see. It's
You have to have a goal that gets us to that.
Yes.
So we have to write out a goal,
Bye.
like, workplace violence.
There we go. That's what we should just say. Yeah. Increase our employee engagement.
Increasing it from
Goal of
10%
Almost like that, like,
So,
performance.
yeah.
Yeah, so what's the specific thing we want?
Okay, so you draw actually like here.
What is going to get us to a decreased workplace?
And then.
So
like
one strategy is to train. And there must be 3 different, like, text boxes.
I'm not following, so someone else
There might be a shaky one.
Higher is better. Yeah, 7. So it's like really open and is actually going down from 7.
Yeah.
So increase our average employee engagement survey score from
You can write up a
85 to a 7.
Yeah.
I'd say 6 to an 8. 6 to an 8. That's really
That's your brainstorm.
Okay. That's, we actually set one.
That way it's a
Right,
little
that is
clearer.
not 100% because
That's hard to reach.
for the
No,
court.
it's, to the election March.
January 2021.
I think there's still another level you can be a little bit more specific. I agree with you on that.
We got it.
What are we missing?
The numbers, like, are specific, what we wanna get it to. what the
Justin.
goal is.
Right.
I'll flip back to that,
We have an end date,
the
but what
original
is-
goal.
what is
Measurable, this is the end.
There it is, thank you.
A start date. So all staff.
Time.
And I would also do the name.
About greater than 90%.
I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
Of like,
Yeah. And this is our time.
You're all
You can either be from this to this or
Starting
by
at
this
specific
percent.
Actual
or
to
to this
so
percent.
CI employee,
So your end date
be
from
actionable.
290
Career. I would do that one for like Amy
journal
and
entry.
because even though it's all specific, there's a couple components of it that's specific. Or like the survey score, I would also put as specific. This is A, right?
Our SMART goal was to write a SMART goal for the next 5 years.
So I just want you guys to keep in mind that depending on.
As
Like,
A,
specificity.
Jet team.
More detail.
The other
In reality, even if we don't have, CG pass or.
I don't know if we were supposed to do that.
Would still be a SMART goal, because then it would be down.
See, I never seen so much work. Oh,
I saw that actually.
Well.
You did. You clapped.
Yeah.
Zero is
Why is
zero.
it?
I saw that when I walked in.
Oh,
It's so
Finish your levels to be well.
Yes. Is it? Oh, my God. Yeah, it looks like half. Sure.
Yeah, she's so.
Like the lowering expectations. Set the goal.
You're doing being realistic.